Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a pre-fight show for UFC Fight Night. Donald Cerrone versus Leon Edwards, a welterweight clash of the ages. And as you see, I got my picks there, my fantasy, and there's the card top to bottom. So it's a pre-fight rundown of the main card with predictions, as always. And this is a pretty exciting card because you got some, you got Matt Snell from The Ultimate Fighter, and then you got Jake Matthews also from The Ultimate Fighter on the prelims to really get the crowd going. And then Uko Sasaki, he's always fun to watch in the flyweight division. But yeah, with the main card, it's you got superstars galore on this Fight Pass main card. So let's get started with the main event. In the welterweight division, we have Donald Cowboy Cerrone going up against rising star Leon Edwards. And I am picking Leon Edwards by first round knockout. I think he's just definitely on a roll right now, Leon Edwards. He's looking great. And I think he gets a big win over Donald Cowboy Cerrone. And I think this is going to be one of those fights where we start talking about, should Cerrone hang it up? Is he past his prime now? And this and that. And so I see Leon Edwards getting a flashy knockout mid to late in the first round. And then I'm pretty confident in Leon Edwards. But who knows? Cerrone, he's one of those guys where he can have a on night where he's just on fire and he, knocks someone out or looks impressive in other ways. But yeah, I'm picking Leon Edwards because they're both killer strikers. But I just think Leon Edwards is the younger, more durable guy with the gas tank, and the early on, starting out, he's gonna have more power as well. So I'm picking Leon Edwards by first round knockout. Then in the light heavyweight division, we have OSP, aka Ovince St. Preux, versus Tyson Pedro. And I'm going with Tyson Pedro, second round knockout on this one. I think he has heavy hands. His takedown defense isn't too bad. And I think OSP, that's his best chance, is taking this fight to the ground and out wrestling him using that good MMA wrestling against Tyson Pedro. But I think Tyson Pedro gets inside his reach and knocks him out. Second round. Then in the women's flyweight division, we have Jessica Rose Clark versus Jessica Eye. Jessica, if you're watching this, the other Jessica, Jessica Eye, that is. If you're watching, I think this is definitely a must-win fight for you. And yeah, I think yeah. I mean, it's a must-win fight for either one, but Jessica Eye definitely needs another win in the flyweight division to really stay alive in the UFC. She had a lot of setbacks at bantamweight, and I think flyweight breathed some new life in her career. And I think she can get it done. I could picture her getting a decision win in this fight, winning 2 of the 3 rounds, given her experience and that she's trained with the heavyweight champ of the world at his camp in Ohio. And I just think she's overall fought the tougher competition, and she's definitely learned from her losses and her victories over the years. And so I think Jessica Eye has a slight advantage. They're both well-rounded fighters. This is going to be a close fight. I had trouble picking who I'm going to pick to win on this fight, but I went with Jessica Eye. Then in the welterweight division, to kick off the main card, we have Ling Jing Liang versus Daichi Abi. And I am going with Lee on this one because this guy definitely is a veteran in the UFC. He's had many great fights. He fought on Tough China. So I just think that Tough China season gets overlooked by some people, but there's a lot of talent from that season. Kung Lee was a great coach on that season, and yeah. So I got him winning by decision. I think his power and his strength gets him this win in this fight, and his good technical striking and his decent takedown defense. So I'm going with Lee in this fight. Honorable mention on the prelims, though, in the bantamweight division, we have Teruto Ishihara versus Petri Young, and I'm picking Young by decision. However, this is going to be interesting to see how Teruto performs in this fight, because I have this as kind of a do or die fight for Teruto in his UFC career. So see if he works good under the pressure and really goes for the win and upsets the newcomer in his UFC debut. So there you have it. There's my predictions for this uh, awesome card in Singapore. And stay tuned in the coming days for my post-fight. Until then, see ya.